Hello, everyone! Welcome to Tuesday. It's another Hackster Cafe, my favorite day of the week. And this week we have Henry and Jackie from DFRobot's Mushroom Cloud Makerspace here to talk about your work with the donkey car community. And you're running events, you're doing tech support. I think Henry, you're running more of the events, and Jackie, you're doing more of the tech side. But you're both hackers in your own right and creators and engineers. So please feel free to go ahead and introduce yourselves, and I will pull up these slides we put together.
Yeah,
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
Alex. Yeah, that's a great chance that we guys can share you more about our and for me, I'm proud that uh, our I want to say that hello world. Yeah, this is our warmly welcome from Mushroom Cloud Makerspace, and this is Henry speaking. A member who founded Donkey Car local community in China. And Mushroom Cloud Makerspace is located at Zhangjiang High Tech Park, Pudong, Shanghai. There are many famous high tech companies around, like SAP, NXP, Celix, and TI. And that's why we have lots of members with software and hardware background.
Software
And
and
you can
hardware
see,
together.
and you can see in the next page that because we are where the mushroom cloud was built in a very huge basement. There are
Mm.
5 workshops, and there are uh, there are lots of machinery that you want to build your projects, such as a laser cutter, 3-axis CNC, and other 3D printers. Very fancy tools that you can use easily.
I love this makerspace, and of course makerspaces in general, but we came here and I think we met you
Yeah,
on our
Yeah.
ARM
Yeah, do you
innovation.
remember the
I
arms
do.
innovator? Yeah, you should too. Yeah, that's a great meetup that we guys come together to share and to talk about uh, how we can build cool stuff. And in the next page,
I want to point out really
yeah,
quick that we have Jessica
yeah,
and Ginger, who we already knew, but Ginger is in the
yeah,
front
yeah,
row
yeah,
here, and she now runs our
yeah,
contests at
yeah, yeah.
Hackster. So that's really cool.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah, and for this page, that Alex, your super cool blue hairstyle just remember me, one of my favorite idol, Jinx. Yeah, from the League of Legends.
I have to watch that Arcane show. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'm told I have to watch it. So,
Okay.
Jackie,
Yeah.
tell us about yourself.
Hmm.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm Wei Bing Li. You can call me Jackie. I'm an engineer at 52 Pi Technology Company, and our company makes peripheral products of Raspberry Pi. That's why I'm familiar with Raspberry Pi and joined the community to build a donkey car. And
Awesome.
it's so great to meet so many people who share the same interest here. And thanks for Alex's invitation. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
happy to share my experience in our community with you guys.
I love the look of this Raspberry Pi Handy FPV project. Look at that. It's got the whole computer mounted on an acrylic panel, and then you've got a
Yeah,
separate camera module. Is that right?
it's a official camera module. It's a
Mm.
long time ago we built this FPV device for uh, for some projects unarmed boat,
Ah,
some
cool.
little boat. So we
Nice.
built this project, and also we built a
You've also got this.
yeah. This is showed. Let's finish the video.
Sure. Safety helmet with intelligent embedded lighting device.
Yes.
This is so cool.
Yeah, we joined the Junction 2021 Worldwide Hackathon and won the Out of Box Thinking Prize. and we built this device to help engineer to maintain the elevator easily by using just one gesture. For example, you put your finger like this to gather information of the defective devices. And so we call it S.H.I.E.L.D, which stands for Safety Helmet with Intelligent Embedded Lighting Devices. So it's a cool name, which produced by Henry. Thanks, Henry.
And yeah, so you won the Out of the Box Thinking Award. I think that's awesome. Especially, this seems like an actual really useful real world application device. I'd love to see another iteration of this. It looks very helpful.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's cool.
there we go. More cool stuff.
Yeah, this is my turn. Yeah, okay. And do you remember that the famous science fiction movie named Real S.H.I.E.L.D?
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, you should see it. That the character that just acts as a boxing game. That in the future that the robots will just act as what you do. And for me, I just make it come true with my creation named NAZA, Exoskeleton and Robots. And you can see that it's a show that I just share my invention. And when I play the movement, something like the traditional martial arts like Tai Chi, and then the the armor that I'm wear will capture my gesture, and then send to the robots. That is why the robot will act like what I'm doing very very easily. That's why I think it's a easy way for us to control a robot. Just like
I have to see this again. Oh yeah, look at the little robot following the motions. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is so within this exoskeleton that I can control several robots just like me that very easily.
A whole swarm. I've never seen a robot doing Tai Chi before. So cool.
Yeah, because it's very hard for us to program the robots. That's why I want to capture my movements.
And you don't have to program it as well. There's probably some programming involved, but for a user, being able to do that just by moving your body is incredible. So tell us about the donkey car. This is what you're sort of organizing all these events around.
Yes, yeah. Jackie and me, we involved in the donkey car very early from 2019, maybe earlier. And the donkey car is a famous, self-driving solutions for the RC cars. And you can see on the left side that this is the original design of a donkey car. And for the right side, here's a local design named Pyracer Pro from Wheelchair. Yeah, and this kind of developing kit help us to build our donkey car very very easily, and because we can share all this software and mechanical design, that lots of members can come to enjoy the happiness about their donkey car.
Yeah. And tell us about this Pyracer Pro from Waveshare.
Yeah, we are standing on the shoulder of the giants and make some improvements, just such as localization, rapid optimization, and so on. And this picture is our hardware design for donkey car. Because the donkey car is made up of several components, such as camera, Raspberry Pi, batteries, servo driver board, and RC receiver, ESC controller, and brush motor, and so on. So we put them together to build our own race car.
I'm interested in so one feature of the original that I've been to a couple of smart car racing days in the Bay Area, and I noticed that there were actually a lot of times when the cars would run into each other, and that's partly why I think they have this like armor structure over the top. Like it holds the camera, but it's also kind of like protecting it. And I wonder if you experience those same problems with people running into each other and colliding, and maybe you don't. So maybe you don't need that armor, but otherwise, are you thinking about adding it?
Yeah, we
Yes.
are going to adding some armor
Nice.
due to we always crashing together
Yes.
because
Yeah.
donkey car is is not notoriously stubborn, you know, always go straight or hit something and always trying to get over it.
I think that's part of the fun of this whole thing as well, is that it's more interesting than just typing on something. You get to see stuff like like do completely unexpected actions from these robots,
Yeah,
and just it's so fun to watch.
yeah, it's always staring around, you know. If you interrupt the camera's feed, you may get different result. The
Yeah,
car will go straight or go left or right. You never
you never
can
know.
predict
It's
the
so good.
direction. So it's very funny.
Mm. And you train it by running it a bunch of times around, the track manually, right? You drive it around and then it sort of
Right,
trains
right.
this model. Tell us about that.
Yes, as we know, you know, the donkey card, uh, but not owning hardware, also, sorry for that.
It's cool.
Not only hardware, but also
Mm,
software. You know, so as to software architecture, it includes RC car, Raspberry Pi, and Python libraries such as Tornado, Keras, TensorFlow, OpenCV, and so on. So all of this technique stack, we them together and build this donkey car software environment. And the donkey car will gather information from the camera. You know, once it gets the picture of the road
mm.
or the map, it will store into a in a tab, and the data set includes image array, normalized steering and throttle data, and those data will be stored in a tab. We call tab,
Mm.
and then we train a model by using those data in that tab. And the last step is to let the donkey car run in autopilot mode by using the model we trained. So it's the entire operation process is very simple. So we shared our experience to the people who in the community, and they can find it's very easy to deploy the donkey car to their device.
Cool.
So
On all
that's
these
our
different
job.
model formats as well, depending on what people's personal preferences are, they can use any of these different formats. It's very cool.
Yeah, but the entire operation process is it's the same. It's simple. You get the you collect the enough data, and you train it, and then you drive the donkey car.
Yeah, just like
Just
that.
follow the loop. Yeah.
Amazing. So you have built the biggest self-driving RC car club in China, and you mentioned that you started just in 2019. So how have you done this in 3 years or 2.5 years or however long it's been? Oh wait.
Yeah, we start
Yeah.
from 2019, and
Yeah.
his and for us to set up to found this DonkeyDrift community is from 2021, and because we me and Jackie, we think it's time that, and also we are ready to launch this community to share all of yeah.
Oh yes. Sorry, I cut
Yeah,
out your
yeah, okay.
slides there.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, okay. Because me and Jackie, that we think it's time that we can start a community to share, to engage, and to contribute all what we have learned from Donkey Kong, and we named it Donkey Drift, and because Jackie, his name in Chinese is 漂移君, and we translate it is into a drift one, and we want that our car not just go straight and turn around, but also drifting through the all this way. Yeah, that's what we want. And right now, our Donkey Drift is the biggest self-driving RC car club in China right now, and it is a community of enthusiasts, developers, and data scientists that enjoy racing, coding, discussing the future of machine learning, cars, and who will win the next race. And you can see the picture on the right. Here is our winners of the season one, because we are raising a lot of raising gains that we can compete with each other. And another picture here is the map that's provided by WaveShare. And thanks to this small map that we can set up easily in our living room, and then we can start our car training, data collecting right now. And that is why that we think we are ready, because we have got the hardware developed, localized, and we have document a lot of, tutorial pages in Chinese. That's why it's a point that we started. And I'm leads the raising events, and Jackie is our tech leads, and who can support a lot from the Raspberry Pi and mechanics side. And our game is a mixture of online and offline competitions. And
Yeah.
yeah, all this community, all members, they are coming from everywhere in China. Someone from Beijing, another one is from Shenzhen. That we use the live stream to come together to compete, to share how we make it, how we improve the points.
Yeah, and there's a really cool
Yeah.
video that I hope that we'll be able to link to later where it shows the uh virtual event, but for now here's a video about the training.
Yeah, this is the
Fun.
this is the very first videos that we are training the Donkey Kong. Yeah, you can see it's very hard to control. Most of the time, it's go out of the track, and you have to put it back. And you see, it stopped. We don't know why. Maybe this the reason
Uh-huh.
it's named Donkey. Yeah, but Donkey is a very
Very
Stubborn.
yes,
stubborn.
yeah, very
Yeah.
tough one that he will persist on his track again. Yeah. And this video is from one of our members outside Shanghai, and he just sent how he trained these cars and what problems he had. So we can chat with each other, we can share our experience. That's why our community grows very fast, because we have a community that all the members will help each other.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you've mentioned this combination of helping each other and competition that seems like a really rich combination.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
We also share models and some experience in Donkey Car. Something due to someone may not so familiar with the Raspberry Pi or
Mhm.
familiar with Linux commands line.
Mm-hmm.
So we will share some knowledge with these Linux knowledges and Python coding knowledges with each other, so we can get a big step for this donkey car projects.
Yeah,
That's
it seems like such a huge advantage that you're not just learning to drive the car, you're learning all this stuff like you mentioned about the Linux command line, about programming Python. It's just, one way to
Yeah.
enter the whole world of programming and development on Linux. But also, it's a really cool way to enter it. Let's take a look at this final.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the video we captured during the season 1 final. You can see the big difference is that the car can run much more faster than before.
It's not stopping at all. It's just going.
Yeah. Our members, they capture the videos at home and upload to our community that we can share. And we also have judges to identify whether the video is true or he modified it.
Yeah. So is this countdown timer embedded as part of the video that they send to you?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
what are the
And
fastest times you got? Sorry.
yeah, this is the fast one that in the very beginning that our rule is that you need to to drive for 3 rounds and we'll take the time. And at the very beginning that most of us will take over 1 minute. But in the season 1 finals, that the fastest car can run within 20 seconds. That's a huge improvement.
We have a question from Oren who says, question to Henry, for self-driving RC/drones, would you go with a Raspberry Pi or NVIDIA Jetson? And there's some interesting stuff that you've mentioned about other boards like the Latte Panda, but I'll let you answer this.
Yeah, for the self-driving drone, yeah, actually the donkey car here is using a Raspberry Pi 4B, and for Jetson NAZA, for the Jetson Nano will have more powerful, computer resources to handle it.
Cool.
Especially in video calculation.
Oh.
It's very fast. It has 228 GPUs inside, so it's powerful device.
Yeah, the GPUs definitely help. We have another question from Yanni who says, will it detect objects on the way? Like in this case, you're always using a clear track with nothing on it. But I assume since you're not training it on a track with anything on it, it might not be able to know what to do when it encounters an object. Like before, it seemed to be stopping when it like saw some light glare even maybe. Or maybe like a wrinkle in the track. So I don't know. What do you think would happen? Have you tested?
Yeah, it can detect anything if you wrote a part. The donkey car is made up of different parts, and all of the parts will be like a function. You can detect a stop sign or detect your hand or something else. Just you need to program it, and for example, if you are using media pipe to detect your hand, and you can figure out how to stop the car or just let the donkey car follow your hand gesture. It's also can be done.
Cool, yeah. I've also seen other races where they have multiple cars on the same track, and they do run into each other a lot. But if it's trained on a track with other cars, then it'll it'll see other cars, and it might be a little harder because there's a lot more variables. But
yeah, recently donkey. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, please go
And
on.
recently, Donkey Car has also multi-train. It's a new feature. It can help a lot of donkey cars to avoid crash during their racing. So we have used that multi-train for several times. You can put some AI cars with your simulator cars in simulator. So it's very cool, and you can train your car in your computer, just in your computer.
I really wish we could show that virtual video. It's so interesting. They're using Unity. Well, we'll get there.
Yeah.
You can tell us about it in a minute, but I'm getting ahead of the game. Let's look at this.
Yeah, and for the season 2 that we just launched, and at the beginning, and we also hold a special event named Pi Day. Yeah, this is a day that we celebrate Raspberry Pi, and you can see that we hold this big event, and we invited a lot of friends and a lot of famous hackers in Shanghai to attend, and for this event, and we share that how you can firstly you can drive a RC car. This is very important because donkey car is just like a student who learn from the teacher, and the human racers are the true teachers that you are teaching how his car to react during the track. That is why that a better driving skill will help you to get much more better uh, model trained that for this car. Yeah,
Better be good at
and
driving
also
it, or your car will learn
yes,
poorly. Bad
yeah,
habits.
yes, right. Yeah, so if you want to have a better student, that you need to firstly be a better teacher, and also there are a lot of DIYs of our car. You can see the car on the right corner. That this car have been modified with a much more bigger arena. Yeah, and even a tag on side of it, and
Yeah, big
also
antenna on there.
and also he put a LED array that with red lights, just like the Formula One cars. That's very very cool and attractive.
Oh, I don't watch enough Formula One to recognize that, but that's really cool. I think it looks cool anyway. Did they have it showing faces or text, or what was the LED display doing?
Yeah, this is a just like a stop line. Yeah, a stop light
Oh,
for yeah, for this car. When this car stop, the light will on.
brake lights. Cool.
Yeah. You can also program this backlight. It's a 8x8 matrix
Very
LED.
nice.
So you can use Python or C language to program it. You can
Awesome.
put some picture on it, such as your logo or something else. It's
Your
very cool.
teammate, back off.
Yeah.
Get ready to be
Follow
crushed.
me. Follow
Yeah,
me.
something
Or
like that.
triangle,
Yeah,
Yeah,
eat my dust.
triangle or
maybe a
something
heart.
else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a beating heart.
I made a bike light like that once, with like you could have different like a skull or a heart or whatever, and then it would like respond when you could use it as turn signals or whatever. Haha! Someone's saying hello to
True.
all the hackers from around the world.
Oh,
Hello.
Ni
hello.
hao.
Hello.
Hello.
Ni
Ni
hao.
hao.
Cool.
Cool.
Check it out, a video of the Pi Day event. Come on. There we go. I see you guys in here already. Oh, that's the one with the LEDs.
Yeah.
So what I'm learning is that I would have to be a much better RC car driver than I am if I wanted my car to be any good. Actually, I think I'm okay. You know, I used to drive them for my robotics team and stuff. But
Yeah, it's very fun to drive the RC car. It's totally different from how we drive with the real car.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope they don't drive their own cars like that. Yeah. Eh. Probably the human drivers improve over the course of these training days as well.
Yeah.
This is a really cool track. Where is this indoor course that you're using? Is this at Mushroom Cloud? It looks like Mushroom Cloud.
Yeah, it's in Mushroom Cloud. Yeah, we customized this track,
Nice.
and also this is a alphabet of R. Yeah, the track is just like a
Oh.
Race.
Oh.
yeah
Yeah.
race. Yeah,
I gotta look at that
and
again. Please go on. I'm just gonna be
mhm.
staring at the.
Yeah. Yeah, and also this kind of track design is originally from the Donkey Car community. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, we modified it and we just put it with a smaller size for because our car is much more smaller.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's really cool. I like how having the 4 different letters for race would also provided a lot more variety than going around in a circle. Like a circle is cool, but it seems like a lot less of a challenge for the AI. But like this
hmm
spelling out different letters and stuff has got to really put them
yeah,
through their paces.
yes, you're correct. The smaller track is for beginners to train and very easily at home. And
Uh-huh.
for this R-like
Ah, look
track,
at
it's designed for the challenger. That you can see. Yeah, uh,
that.
this is our winners. Yeah.
Cool. Well, congratulations to the
Yeah.
5-day winners. They look like
hmm
a cool group. Yeah. So this virtual racing, tell us about this.
Yeah, because of the Omicron pandemic
Mm-hmm.
is spreading in Shanghai. It's hard for us to for our community to meet with each other, and in
Mm.
order to engage more RC car fans and auto driving fans, that's we found that there are a powerful simulator named Donkey Car Simulator that
Hmm.
it was built by Unity, and it can show how your car is doing and also with a map. And that is very powerful and useful. It is why our our racing season 2 that we launch a virtual race, yeah, during this hard time.
So cool. I think this is unfortunately the one that's not playing for us. You showed me it earlier, and it was such a cool video. But it's basically these virtual cars going around a virtual track. And
Yeah.
you mentioned
Yeah.
earlier that this is a way that you could train your car to go on a track with other cars, even if you're the only if you're sort of training alone. Because it does take a lot of time to train these. It makes sense to try and
Yeah.
like get some training in, but like yeah, you can simulate all kinds of different things. Like Yanni was asking about having objects in the way. You could put a big rock in the way or like a building or something and see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that video won't play, but
Yeah.
we'll try and get
No,
to it.
no problem. Yes, one more thing for this simulator is
Mhm.
that this is also a open source software that we can modify it and we can add more function and also fix some bugs. Yeah, with our help.
Yeah.
And this is the most things the most things that attract me that because all this, all the software and hardware of Donkey Car and a simulator that we can share and we can localize it and we can use it to engage more people that and they all come to come here and learn a lot from each other and also because they have software and hardware background, they can also give us more, better suggestions and ideas. And this is
Yeah.
why our community within this simulator that we can also, to learn and to share and to compete with each other.
I love that everyone's bringing their different skills to share, and it elevates the art for everyone.
Yeah. And also
Yeah.
for this simulator, just like a online racing car games that we do that every day and every night. Is it right,
Wow.
Jackie?
Yeah, that's right. We
And
every night we hold a meeting, face to face, several people, and get online, put our race car into this simulator, and we built a several server for our competition. We built we
oh
once
yeah.
we built a server on Raspberry Pi. Is that right?
Oh
We built
cool.
a Raspberry Pi for the simulator server, and mm, we uh, all of member trying to win the Coca-Cola
Yeah.
Coca-Cola
Oh yeah, another thing that you
during
mentioned is that you can
yeah
also change the car design and color in here. I can imagine sort
yeah
of designing your dream car, like people were
Yeah,
talking earlier about,
yeah
Yanni was talking about you could have a character, you could give your outer structure of the car since the insides are all the same. You could give the external structure, the armor, a character too. And
yeah
then you could build it according to that, test out different things.
yeah.
Um, Ginger is
yeah,
on here. Oh, sorry.
yeah.
What? Please
Ginger,
go on.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Ginger.
So Ginger has
Oh,
joined us.
Ginger.
Hooray, Ginger! We all love you.
yeah.
Um,
Hello,
and
Ginger.
she mentioned
I
that the donkey
remember.
car in the metaverse could be international. Anyone can from the globe could join.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, because this we have a server that all the members, all the fans that they can enjoy. Yeah, we will we'll start a server and we can enjoy, the metaverse of the racing car with the simulator uh, throughout the world.
Yeah. She also mentions we could get some US virtual artists to do your opening ceremony of the game. You always have the most
yeah.
amazing ideas, Ginger. I love
Oh,
this. It could be a collaboration,
Okay.
international collaboration. Ah!
oh,
So,
that will be cool.
yeah. Um, we've got this closing slide where you're talking about your goals. Engage, share,
Yeah.
contribute.
Here's our goals. Yes, we,
Yeah.
we wanted to. The goal that we founded this Donkey Kong Drift community is that we wanted to engage more people, to share more knowledge, and also we wanted to contribute our ideas, yeah, to the Donkey Kong all around the world, that we can share all this happiness and also the
Oh,
improvements or all the progress that we have.
yeah. And you can
Yeah.
apply that to different fields as well. Just as different people are bringing stuff to the community, you're also spreading this knowledge to people in a lot of different types of fields and communities. I love it. Uh, we have a
Yeah.
thank you slide. Thank you so much to DFRobot
You're welcome.
for organizing this. We do have some more things to look at, so don't go away just yet. But if you would like to talk about this. DFRobot CN is DFRobot on Twitter. I believe How About 2018 is you, Henry? Is that right?
Yeah. This is my email. Yeah.
Dangerous. But if you'd like to get
Oh,
in touch about community events, Donkey Car, makerspaces, etc., go chat with Henry. And now
okay.
let's take a look at some of our um, other links, some of which are in the description below, as usual. So we have DFRobot's Twitter account, like we mentioned, DFRobotCN. Find all kinds of stuff going
Oh,
on, including this interview. DFRobot.com sells lots of amazing products for robotics, and I should mention that they have a really wonderful documentation section. Just like
Yeah.
all the projects have these wonderful wikis with really in-depth getting started information, all kinds of good stuff there, plus cool products like this. Oh, and the Gravity
wow.
series, which is similar to the other I2C plug and play series like Stemma and Quick and things like that, and Grove. There's a community on dfrobot.com. You have Mushroom Cloud Makerspace's Pi Day GitHub repo. I believe this would be part of what you were doing for Pi Day this year.
Yeah, it's
devices. Good stuff. This is a little bit older, but still
it's
cool
older.
stuff going on GitHub. You can find out information about the Donkey Car and the Pi Racer Pro from Waveshare. These are the two cars that we mentioned earlier. But
Yeah.
also, I can't let you get away without mentioning this. You built a version of the Donkey Car called the Panda Car. Is that right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
our secret program.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it, but I thought it was cool. And
Yeah,
maybe we'll see more about that in the future someday.
yeah, we will
Yeah.
share you in the next talk. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, because we are busy developing this car. We do lots of software and hardware, modification that to enable that the Lati Panda to be a main controller of Donkey Car. And this Lati Panda is so powerful that we are very confident that we will win lots of racing game in the future.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll see how it stacks up against the Pi and even the Jetson, maybe. Great.
Yeah.
That's
Just
besides that, I just have these videos left. So yeah, again, everyone go follow DFRobot on their Twitter. We can drop some more links afterwards in the description for other communities because I know that we aren't just a Twitter crowd. Thank you guys so much for joining. This has been wonderful. Yeah,
Thank
what a
you.
great way to start my Tuesday.
you
And
for
I know that it's like
invitation.
2 a.m. for you now, so I'll let you go. But thank you
That's
so
all right.
much.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
thank you, Alex.
Hey,
And thank you everyone for
thank you, Alex.
joining. Have a good
Thank-
one.